Hey everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night. We will wait just a minute, let people start filling in. Running just a little bit late tonight. It was late getting back home, but we are good. Just take a look at the charger here. Let a few people fill in. As you can see, sorry KJ, you weren't first, but it's okay. You tried. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. Look at all this trash and junk all over this car. We gotta clean this up, don't we? There's JRC 99. No paint. No paint. Yeah, I need to clean all this junk up. Northern California, how's it going? Glad you're here. You found a 58 Plymouth. Cool. I'm waiting for. I don't know where Mike and Luke and Kevin are. I'm waiting for their harassment. There's Mike. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. He was yelling at me for trying to make me hurry up. Hi, Mook. Glad you're here. I know it was late. I'm sorry. I got hungry. I wanted to eat before I came out here. Kev's gonna be out here. He said, or he said he was going to be. He might pop in. I was talking to him right before. Are you turning into a hoarder? uh, okay. If I could show you this side of the shop, then you might be able to give me a good reasoning against or towards why I am. Oh, I forgot to take my phone case off. I always take my case off before I start these. Sorry if this sounds awful, but that way I always take it off because the camera just does not. Let me fix this. Sorry if it's loud. Put this off. There we go. Is that better? Kevin says something about the audio. Kevin's here. Junkyard Digs. Audio's going whack. How dare you start late? Charlie Bellflower just gave me $20 to finish your dream car. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Staple your leg. Why? Do it. You won't. You know I won't. Why would I staple my leg? The bass is bumped. Is the audio better now? I'm definitely keeping the patina on the charger. GTO is a great car. Yeah. Get the charger finished. Yeah, we're working on it. I'll show you guys what's in this box right here just a little bit. That way you can like see what the parts I'm talking about. Why not, Mike? Because I don't want to staple my body. I'd rather, not bleed. How much more? Well, this. Ooh, that was close. I almost let my phone die. Ooh, that was close. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the box here contains some key critical pieces to getting this car to run. And we'll just drag it over here into the light so you guys can look at it. And like I always do, I'll show you guys in a later video. But this is just so you can get a heads up of what's going on. Since all you people are the live people, you're early, you're the dedicated fans, you get the first look. Oh, Mike, okay. If you get me to 3,000 subs by the end of tonight, I'll staple my leg on the next live stream. How many subs is Mike at right now? Classic Mustangs 429. Cutter Webb just donated. The new dart looks nice. Thank you very much. Audio's good now. Stopped a YouTube video to watch me. Thank you. All right, this box. Sorry, guys. Is everything working? Okay. Like the chrome bumper. It's not too bad. Pretty good quality. It's straight. Do it, Mike. Mike, get everybody. Everybody needs to get Mike Classic Mustangs 429 to 3,000 subscribers. I don't know what he's at right now. Anyway, yeah, somebody got a close guess of what this is. This is all stainless steel lines. These are transmission lines. This is the piece that I really needed, and I was going to use the steel lines that came off of the car. There we go. I was going to use the steel lines that were like on the car originally, but I don't know the condition of them, and I figured why not just buy brand new stainless stuff. It's pretty bent. Comes with all your fittings and everything. It's all done. So I like this better. It's a lot nicer. And it saved me a lot of time and money, so I didn't have to worry about it. But this is for your transmission lines. It's all done. So this is actually from SS Tubes. This is fine lines on it. I guess they're the same company. I don't really know. But this is all from SS Tubes. I like the quality of it. It's really, really good. Is anybody even paying attention to what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to sub to Mike about stapling his legs. Yeah, go subscribe to Mike if you haven't already, and he'll staple his leg because he's Canadian. Hopefully going to start uploading videos of my 83 Bronco. If I can make as good content as you do, I'll be doing all right. Thank you, and definitely make some videos. You just got to start somewhere. We need repo. Yeah, we do need repo. So these are all brake lines. Now the reason I'm not making these is because 1, to save time, 2, I'm lazy. I know I made the ones that go down here, but that's because you can't buy those. And I wanted to make a video on making those. But yeah, these are all, this is the piece that goes across the firewall. And it came with these. These are like the ones that go from the distribution block or to the master cylinder. But I'm not going to use these since I've already made those. But it's not bad. It's not too bad of a deal. And then this one, this is the one that I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but it goes the length of the car. And then I do have somewhere buried in this box the 2 brake lines that go on the rear axle. So you have one that goes this way and one that goes this way. So I've got everything brand new for brake lines, and then I'll get a stainless steel fuel line when the time comes, but I just haven't done that yet. I just wanted to get everything that would get the car moving under its own power, because I can rig up some kind of fuel system for the time being until I figure out everything else. But yeah, that's the new firewall brake line. I like this. It looks really nice, and it's all factory and stainless, so it'll last forever. It's probably outlive me, so that was really the biggest plan. Love your vids, dude. You give me a lot of information and inspiration. Maybe I could build a car of my own someday. Keep up the good work. Absolutely, go for it. Nothing like building your own car and driving it for the first time, especially whenever it breaks, because that's always fantastic. And then you think about selling it, but then you don't. My Oldsmobile needs another motor. They all do. Hi from Taylor, Texas. Hello. Staples are generally not lethal. Also, I hope you outlive stainless. I don't know. This stuff might outlive me. Hopefully, that's the point. Question: would I be crazy to buy a 72 MG midget for $400 with a locked up engine? Because I kind of want to. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. What are those red ends on the pipes? This is just to keep moisture and trash out of it. It's just a little rubber cap. It's like whenever you install this, you take these off. Can't wait to staple my leg. Keep the subs coming. Mike, okay, here's what I've learned about Mike, is that I think he's not coming here to like support the live stream. He's just coming here to come up with ridiculous challenges to get more subs. I'm on to you, Mike. I see what you're up to. No, he's great, though. Definitely go subscribe to him. Did you get the chance to check out the Summer's Night Cruise website? I did not. I need to, though. I definitely need to do that. Hello from Cincinnati. Hello. Nice Dodge you're working on. Yeah. I know nothing about cars. Well, come to learn. If Luke were here, he's the place to learn a lot of informative stuff. That's Thunderhead 289, in case you're wondering. Sub for Staples. Hey Mike, love you too. Even though you're using me to boost your subs, I feel you. Whoop. I'm dropping boxes. I need to clean up in here severely. It's bad. Mook, not Mitch. Ooh. I beg you don't paint the charger. Well, you're in luck because I'm not. That's what's so cool about these channels. They're rad for non-car folks too. Yeah, for people who want to watch people staple their legs. Yeah, it's definitely cool. New to the channel, do you only work on Chryslers? The majority, yes. But I do have Stumpy the Toyota, and I had the Oldsmobile, which I haven't made a video on it in a long time because it made me mad. But I have made videos of other stuff. What's your plan for the body on the Charger? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Are those still the Cougar seats in there? Yes. Yes, they are. Mike's the one who figured out what these seats were way back in like the summertime because I didn't know what these seats were. And these are actually from, what'd you say? What year Cougar? I don't remember. Late 60s, I guess. Like the first generation Cougar. But I didn't know what they came out of. This seat's actually nice, but that seat's trashed. But I'm not going to use these because, one, they're not original. Two, I don't like them. Three, they're low backs. And four, I don't like them. So, you know. And five, I don't like them. Hot pink with eggshell stripes. Absolutely. Have you ever worked on a Japanese truck before? Yeah, I worked on the all Stumpy, the Toyota. What has become of the Cordova? I actually stole the carburetor off of it today. And I can't tell you why, but I will tell you later. Is the engine the round thing that you grab to make the car go left and right? Yes. I need seats for my Cougar. Well, come down here, get them, Mike. You can have these. I don't want them. If you could trade me a nice set of high backs for a 70 Charger, you know. Are you going to do another junkyard rescue? I'd love to. It's maybe. We'll see. I did kind of do one here recently that will be in the next video, but we'll see. Junkyard truck. I need to fix the wiring, fix the lights. The headlights work, and I think one turn signal works. But I need to fix the tail lights and put some tires on it. And it's roadworthy at that point. Do you like Fords? Yeah, I like Fords. I was looking for if I had any Ford stuff on the wall, but I don't think I do. Don't have those, unfortunately. That's okay. You can still have them. You just got to come down here and get them. It's a Charger and auto manual. This is an automatic. Hey, Dylan, do you have the wagon? No. Yes, I do have the wagon. You're not being annoying. I have the wagon still. It's been pushed out back because it's broken. Did you decide to clear coat it? $2 from William Nelson. Thank you. I'm still on the fence about what to do. I would like to just preserve it. Want a luggage rack? Like for a Charger? Sure. I'll trade you these seats for the luggage rack. I don't know. I have another deck lid for one of these cars, and I would be very tempted to put a luggage rack on this car, because this is going to be a road trip car. That would be cool. Shiny motor beater body. That's how it's done. Absolutely. Pop the hood and you see this. You're like, ooh, cool. You're not painting the Charger? Yeah, hot pink with eggshell stripes. What green is it? I guess this is F8. I don't know what you call that. Where's the dart light? The dart light is right on the other side of this door. Haven't done anything since the video, but I'm not going to do anything for a while on it just because it's, you know, I've got a plan for it and I don't want to start on it until this thing, like I mentioned, I want to get this thing pretty much where it can move under its own power and at least stop, and then, you know, we can pull it in and out of the shop as we need to, because it's really just being annoying not being able to get this thing out of the shop under its own power. So, you know, you got to push it in and out if you want to get something else in here, and it's just, I need to get this side of the shop free. What's wrong with your olds? A lot. Steve Dulcich approves. Yes, he does. I would love to meet Dulcich. So if you guys are, you know, just bored or anything like that, go leave a comment on his Instagram or anything, any kind of his social media, and just say, hey, go check out Dylan McCool. I would love to meet him. He's an awesome guy. Just curious, I was working on a 93 Nissan D21 pickup truck, and when it's done, I want to drive it all over across the country. Yeah, go for it. Is that like the little hard body Nissan trucks? Because those things are really fun. I've got to get into doing more videos on my stuff. Yeah, videoing is hard, but it's a lot of fun. If you had $1 for every time someone asked you, are you painting the Charger? I would be loaded. I would never have to work a single day of my life. I see a Lincoln hiding over there in the back. Oh, yeah. Mike being tricky there. She does good work. Mike is at 2,426. Is the black 68 Charger for sale? It is sold. Sorry, guys. I'm a little congested. How's it going? I've been watching your vids for a little while. I have 2 old Dodge pickups from the 70s and an old Plymouth to get going. I love the classics, and I love the junkyard rescues. Cool. Hey, Dylan, I'm going to be making videos of the Nova I'll be restoring. That's awesome. Go for it. When's the next video on the Charger? Well, the next video will be of me putting all those lines in. Well, actually, not all of them. Probably just the transmission cooler lines. And then I will get upper and lower radiator hoses, put in the radiator. Whoop! Don't be an idiot, Dylan. Let's break all my new stuff. Get the upper and lower radiator hoses, radiator in, and then the fans. And then once we do all that, we'll fill it up all with fluid. Get this box out of the way. And once we do all that, it should hopefully be able to be wired up real, you know, basic, and then start it. I do need to get a distributor. I could probably rob one out of something else. Distributor, plug wires, spark plugs, which I do have spark plugs, I just haven't put them in. Are you going to put a windshield in the Charger? Yes, I will do that. Probably just buy a new one. I want to take the windshield out and then take the dash out to rewire everything. But we'll do all that at like the same time. The new windshield gasket, obviously. What's the best car to start off with? I'm moving from a 91 Volvo 740, and I'm looking for a solid car to use as a project. Chevrolet truck, Dodge truck, Dart, if you want a Mopar. But the cheapest thing you can probably get into is a Chevy truck. When will the Charger be running? Hopefully in the winter. I could probably get this thing to run in the next, hopefully by the end of December, this will be running. Put the spark plugs in on stream? No, because then you guys will make fun of me. It's always awkward working with an audience because at least I can edit out my mistakes. I don't even know where they are. They're in. I think they're in this box over here. When do you plan on replacing the rusty trunk floor? That'll be after it runs and the brakes are finished. That way I can drive it in and out because then I can just back the car in and then, weld everything up that I got to do. And then at the same time, we'll put our new gas tank in and then run our fuel system. And then we'll be done. Can't wait for your progress from Indonesia. Very cool. Thank you very much. Third gen Camaros are great starter projects. Absolutely. If you don't make at least one mistake, do you really do any wrenching? Yeah, you're right. Today, actually, I was making a new fuel hose from the carburetor to the fuel line, and I completely forgot about the fuel pump, and I just ran a line, like a hose from the carburetor to the fuel line. And I was like, wait a minute, this is the wrong spot. So then I hooked it and put it through the fuel pump. But yeah, that's when you get in a hurry, you just don't pay attention, stuff like that happens. Show us your mistakes. Well, I bought a bunch of Dodge trucks and stuff. That's a pretty good mistake right there. Exhaust fumes are healthy. Leave the trunk floors alone. Exactly. Tell you what, I'll just run the exhaust right back into the cabin. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Never, because you'll die. Wheels and tires? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I could go with these and then do like some 10-inch of the steel wheels in the back with some really big tires. I don't know yet. I haven't figured out if I want to do that or go with some like aluminum slotted mag wheels because I love those. I don't know. We'll have to see about that. What is the carburetor on this thing? It's Phytech. I'll watch Graveyard Cars. Will the hood clear the air cleaner? No. I have to get a new hood. Do you still need to find a rear window? No. I actually put one in it. Honestly, I think good starter cars are waiting around for something in good shape. Don't get caught up on make and model as much. That's what my Fairmont project is. That's a good point. That is a very good point. If you don't care about like brand loyalty or anything, just wait till you find something that's worth it. Have to leave. Bye, guys. See you, Mook. Glad you came out. Dylan, you're cool. Thank you. Mags, most of your cars already have the police steelies. The reason I do that is because they're plentiful and they're easy to do, and it's an easy factory option for 15x7s. So those are like everywhere. It just makes it simple to do stuff like this with. But yeah, definitely, if you look here, this thing needs some super wide wheels and tires in the back. Hold on, let me zoom in. Sorry, I didn't mean to cover you up. Look how much room is between like the quarter panel and the tire. And that's a 7-inch wheel, 7-inch wide. That's the same size wheel that's on my Dart. That puts it in perspective. The tire is just really tall. But that thing needs some 10-inch wide wheels in the back. Sorry, guys. Best advice you have for new YouTubers? You got to post consistently. You can't just post once every month or two and expect your subscribers to gain. Don't compare yourselves to others because you're going to be discouraged. You're going to look at that one guy that has 500,000 subscribers getting, 200,000 or 300,000 views of video. If you like are comparing yourself to that, then you're going to get discouraged because if you think about it, they had to start at the same place that you are too. I didn't start out making good views and then having 100,000 subscribers. I didn't start out like that. So you gotta start somewhere. Just like anything, you gotta start from the bottom and work your way up. That's just how it goes. So don't get discouraged. That's like the biggest thing is I'm like in a Facebook group for YouTubers, car YouTubers to be specific. And there's so many people like complaining about their views. Like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? You just got to do it. You got to go through it and don't compare yourselves to others. I mean, you can look and see what's trending, but don't just, think that you're going to have to immediately get that that gratification of like high views, high subscribers. You got to start with something, but definitely make something that your own. Don't like don't go like doing what everybody else is doing. For instance, the the past few years, I think it's died down a little bit, or a lot actually, but Miatas were huge on YouTube. Everybody was building a Miata. And now it's just so saturated that nobody cares if you do a Miata anymore. Do something that's totally different. Like for me, I just worked on stuff that I always worked on. Piece of junk Dodges that I love, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. As long as you make a good, interesting video, people are gonna like it. But just do something that makes you stand out. And then I think one more point that I had that I forgot. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice now because I'm congested. What was my last point? I don't remember. But anyway, it was a really good point. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. Have fun with it, because once you start making it like less of a hobby and more of a job, you're not going to have fun with it. If you're just posting just to get a video out, being on schedule, it's not as fun. Do what you enjoy and make it something that you actually love. Da, 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 da. He's basically referencing me. Oh, about the don't post every month or two. Yeah, Mike, you got to get that schedule going, man. I agree with Dylan. Definitely try for 1 times a week minimum and make sure it uploads on the same day and the same half day at a minimum. Yeah, you just got to be consistent. I know sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's okay, but try to be consistent with it. I try to post every Friday morning. Doesn't always happen that way, but I try to. What is that Facebook group you talk about? My Facebook group? It's the YouTuber thing. That is automotive YouTube vloggers or something like that. I don't know. It's a lot of small channels. Absolutely love the old cars. You won't own a car later than 200. My latest car is a 1998 Saturn S Series 5-speed manual. Cool. Please don't make stapling your leg trending. Yeah, please don't. Mike's going to do that. Can you turn the Charger into a General Lee? Yeah, it's going to be hot pink. I'll work on piece of junk Fords that I love. Yeah. I think the Yard Dart is going to be more popular than Jezebel. People, you got to be relatable with it. You got to have some content that people can relate to because, well, I mean, not all the time, but there is a market for stuff that's relatable to like the everyday person, like me. You're gonna fire that baby up, or what is it ready to go? It needs a radiator, transmission lines, as you can see, it's laid out right here, and spark plugs, plug wires, distributor, and some basic wiring. Did you create the last name McCool for your YouTube channel? No, that is my real name. I have no schedule, no editing, no community. I've thought about it, but I'm too lazy. Well, does Scotty Kilmer approve? I don't know. If he says rev your engines, then I think he approves. Thanks for keeping a vintage muscle car alive. While I grew up in the '60s with all these cars, it's nice seeing a younger person taking interest. Thank you. Yeah, I love these things. Where do you get the bench seats for your project vehicles? Because I'm kind of new to starting on old vehicles for projects. Let's see. There's bench seats in junkyards. I mean, me and Dad found like a mid-'80s Dodge truck with an immaculate red cloth bench seat in it. He ended up buying it just to have it for something. But yeah, junkyards, you can usually find a good bench seat. Where'd you get the alternator? It came from Summit. This is for a mid-'90s Dodge Dakota, but it's just like a generic alternator. It's like the new style alternator. Yeah, it's like 136 amp, I think. But yeah, it was from Summit Racing. It's actually Summit brand. Any tips on replacing a C4 transmission? Don't crush yourself. Be careful. You'll probably spill fluid all over your body, but it's okay. Keep rags around. I just bought some parts for my 1949 DeSoto off Rock Auto since seen you trust them. That's pretty. See, I mean, what kind of place is going to have parts for a 1949 DeSoto? Rock Auto has, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, I do trust them. I bought a lot of stuff from them. Brought all, excuse me, bought all my brake parts from them, and I actually bought the rear shoes. Right? Was it? No, it was the drums. I bought the drums from Rock Auto for this car, and they were really nice quality. But yeah, Rock Auto has really good stuff. New subscriber, love the channel. Thank you. Let the egg begin. On average, how long does it take to rebuild a car? It just depends on your scale of what you want to do, what your intentions are, your budget, how bad the car is. It's a pretty vague question there, I'll have to be honest. Have you checked out Mopars Unlimited on Facebook? They'd have some good stuff comes up on there. Just can't afford most of it. I have not, but I'll look at it. Some people might get discouraged about how they can't find muscle cars, but why restore something like a Ford LTD or Galaxy you don't normally see? I mean, yeah, it's just whatever you like. I mean, for instance, I like big four doors that nobody else would really care about, but I like them, so I don't care. It's whatever you like. It really is. I did find a YouTube automotive vloggers group on Facebook. That's the one. That's what I'm talking about. Summit Racing and Edelbrock make cars good unless you leave them in the rain. Yeah, true. Well, I mean that can go for anything. Hey man, nice talking to you. I'll watch your videos. Keep up the good work. I have to go. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Odd bodies or offbeat hot rods because you don't normally see it at car shows. Be different. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I get way more attention with my 65 Chrysler four-door police car than I do in my Blue Dart because people just flock to that kind of stuff because it's just neat. And that police car is, just a regular four-door, just an old C-body four-door. And the Dart, I spent all sorts of time and effort on it, but the police car, it was just basic. But people flock to that police car. Do you plan on making upgrades in the sleeper? I have plans. I just don't have time to mess with it right now. I'd love to. I just really want to get this thing finished, the Charger. But once the thing is actually like driving, that can open up our opportunities. At least maybe not driving, but moving under its own power. Once that happens, then we can really start to, branch out what we work on. Because I just need to get this thing out of the shop. Is that drum brakes on the car? On the rear, yes. I went drums on the rear just to get it going. But discs up front. I'm an admin in Mopars Unlimited. My buddy Dan founded the group. It is a great group, and I think you would enjoy it. I'll check it out. I'll definitely look at it. Do you like four-door darts? I do like four-door darts. How can I get a speedometer cable for my 85 Dodge D150 with cruise control? None of the local auto parts store carry them. Sounds like you need to go to a junkyard. I don't think your speedometer cable would be affected by your cruise control, but an 85 D150 I'd say it would be plentiful in a junkyard. I would just check there. It's cool seeing young people that are bringing back the classic muscle cars. I'm only 16, but it's nice seeing old cars come back. Keep up the good work, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the younger generation, we got to step up and keep it going. So I appreciate your comment. My first car and the namesake of my channel was a 95 Ford F-150 straight six. You can't blow those things up. Nice things about full-size older cars is you can daily drive them without the worry of having to constantly adjust and repair certain parts of the engine. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but there's always something that could break. How did you get to know so much about cars? With my dad and just working in general. If you watch my last video, you can uh you can see a lot of like where I learned it. Just like what the car I learned on. I think there's more in the 73 to 79 range than most do that are good candidates for builds. It's kind of what my channel is dedicated to, making hot rodding accessible. Absolutely. I'm with you there. No paint. How do I hook up an aftermarket RPM gauge? Like a tachometer, power, ground, and then wire to your positive side of your coil. That should do it. Do you like Dodge 69 Charger Daytonas? For sure. What tips advice would you give to someone who wants to start in the car restoration world? I hate the word restoration, so can't help you there. But if you want to just work on cars, then just buy something that you see that doesn't need a lot of work to get going, but you can really learn. And just start doing research. Learn everything you can possibly learn about the car, what makes it special, what makes it work, and just start on it. I learned a lot of stuff just by looking up like information on Google, for real. What websites do you go to use to get parts? I use LMC, CJ Pony, Dennis Carpenter for my 71 Ford F100. Just depends on what I'm trying to buy. Like suspension, I went through PST, brakes, some most of the time I go through Summit. And then Rock Auto for like just replacement stuff, but performance things, mostly Summit. And yeah, Summit. Straight sixes went known for power, but you get a lot of torque out of them. Yeah. Have a 74 have a 74 Dodge Power Wagon, and the carburetor has been rebuilt, but still has the issue of dying when hot. Has a high idle at cold. What would you recommend? Uh, issue of dying when hot. Has a high idle at cold. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that one. How much did you pay for the Dart when you first bought it? I paid, wait, my first car was $600. I mentioned that in my video. I Google questions I have which lead me to the answers on message boards. Exactly. Yeah, and Luke from Thunderhead 289 is the biggest fan of forums. He will tell you all day long that forums are the way to go, and he's right. If you had a 70s model Charger with an intact body that rolled, but stripped of big components like engine, transmission, interior, etc., how much would it take to rebuild it, and how long for you? Again, that's a vague question. It just depends on what you want to do with it, how far you're willing to go, and your budget. I like the fact that your last name is McCool. I like it too. Sounds like fuel percolating. Okay, so if it's got a high idle when cold, but it dies when hot. Dying when hot, high when cold for me was just setting the carb idle screw. However, also had a timing issue, little and dirty fuel filter. What about the blue one? How much did you pay for it? I paid just enough to buy it. Fuel bowl height is set correctly. Yeah, I was thinking about the floats. I wonder if the floats are set properly. Stuck choke, yeah. Could be a choke not acting right. Because if it's got a high idle and cold, I feel like your choke might be an issue. or the fuel could be boiling, or like getting hot, or it could be a needle and seat stuck. I'm having a hard time setting up the choke on mine. I'll only run on full choke, and every time I try to take the choke out, it just dies. I mean, I'm at a loss where to do it. Yeah, check the choke. That's a good point. But you've been driving up until the point the transmission went out. Well, that's okay. I hate that. And then I kind of hated it, but bittersweet because I know when I get back front, it's going to be that much better. Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a step away. Like this car, I've had to take a step away for it a few times. People on Craigslist in Washington are ridiculous. $3,000 for a '69 Satellite that has the back end cut off, no front grille or bumper, and doesn't run. Yeah, some people watch too much Barrett Jackson. Sad thing about today's cars is they will more than likely be junked in the next 10 or so years, and it won't really be worth dumping money into them at that point. I'm not one to hate on new cars. You got to respect them. Charger's automatic. See, can rebuild carburetor on it, and everything got new plugs, new wires, and for some reason it just will not idle off of choke for some reason. Something weird about my Duster is if you close the choke to start it when it's cold, it's fine, and if you open it whenever it's hot, it will not run right. It just hates it when the choke is open at any point. So I run the thing with the choke completely shut at all times, and it loves it. It runs perfectly fine. I don't know why, but as soon as you try to open it, it just hates itself. Just because the carb has been rebuilt doesn't mean it was set correctly. Good point. Is the Charger running it? No. Best way to get power out of the 318 2-barrel? 4-barrel, cam, intake, headers. Simple, easy. Good exhaust. Your dart. What, my dart? What about my dart? I don't know what you mean, Mike. I'm sorry. Where's the Cordoba? The Cordoba is out there. Like, right over there. My 71 Ford has a 72 grill, but I'm looking for one. Know anybody who might have it? I don't. I'm sorry. Just got here. Did you run the car, and does it sound like it has a vacuum leak? Those can make the engine really blank themselves when certain things are met. Yeah, good point. What you think of manual transmission vehicles from the 70s? Love it. What brakes on the Charger? Disc brakes up front, drum to the back. Do you hate any car? I don't think I hate any car. Can't say that I do. I think I'm going to go here in just like 5 minutes, guys. My voice, I'm starting to lose my voice, so I don't want to talk for too much longer. So if you have any questions, go ahead and knock them out. But, sorry. Any car I don't like. I don't really think there is a car I don't like. I don't like mid-80s Oldsmobiles. How about that? 125K by Christmas. Let's hope. That would be a nice Christmas gift. We're on the fast track there. I think we're like, what? We were just short of 113,000. So that's pretty cool. Can you show the inside of the Charger? Where's my light? I don't have my light with me. Well, we can look inside it. I mean, it's really just piled up with trash. There's nothing much to look at. I keep from losing my phone charger here. You can't see it. I don't know where my light went, but it's just piled up with boxes and whatnot. Parts everywhere. Like door panels. There's my sway bar right there. air cleaner and this nice Cougar seat that Mike's going to come take. Then here's the dash pad. There's some brake line. Then glove box is missing. You can look at the door panel here. It's trash too. You can't see anything. I'm sorry. All it is just full of parts. It's like, it's all trash. I haven't yet to like do anything inside, and I don't want to do that until all of that is finished. Do you need a motor for your old? I have a friend that has two he wants to sell me. I just don't need the olds anymore. It's just whatever. Hope you get well, bro. Thank you very much. Unless it's an 85 Cutlass. I agree. Olds didn't really do anything well in the 80s. The way the station wagon looks, I love, but just it's so many vacuum lines and things just don't hold up well. 80s were the downfall of classic cars because computer controlled. Get well, brother. I'll be tuned into your videos. Check out my channel. Let me know what you think of my Charger. God bless. Yeah, I've seen your Charger. I really like it. But I think I loved about the truck when I bought it was all it had was surface rust on there. There's no rust, through rust whatsoever. And if I could post a picture, I would. Send it to my email, DylanMcCool1970@gmail.com. You sick, Dylan? Just a little bit. I'm feeling a little not that great, but it's okay. I'm just losing my voice from talking so much. It's just that time of year. All right, guys. I think I'm going to just go ahead and call this one tonight. But I appreciate you all coming out. And, excuse me. It's a lot of fun to talk to you guys, as always. And I appreciate your support. All of you who showed up, you were awesome. And hopefully we can see you guys again next week. But we do this every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central. So if you want to come back out and show your support and have a conversation with me, then by all means, come back out Sunday night. And surely we'll be here. I showed up a little late this time, and I'll leave a little early, I know. But we'll make it up next week. I'm just not feeling all that great. But it'll be fun. And the Charger, hopefully, will be running in the next month or so. We don't have a lot. We just have like some things that like tiny things that are just holding us up. And once we get that figured out, then we should be able to start the thing up for the first time with open headers, might I add, which will sound really cool. I actually had a dream about it the other night, and it got me excited about the thing. So hopefully we'll have that here in the next few months, or hopefully by New Year's. That's what I'm hoping. But if you haven't already, go subscribe to Classic Mustangs 429 so he can staple his stupid leg because he's a stupid Canadian, but we love him. And go subscribe to Thunderhead 289 and Luke. That's Luke right there, sorry. And then Kevin at Junkyard Digs. Go subscribe to all three of those morons because you subscribe to this moron right here. And if you like my content, then you like their content as well. But with that being said, I will leave you guys and be waiting on the video for this Friday. Should come out Friday morning if all goes according to plan. What's on this side of the shop here is what we'll be talking about in the next video, and you guys will absolutely love it. I can guarantee that. But with that, I will see you guys later.